All right, let's talk about the My Hero movie, which is also gas. I have nothing but praise to say. Last time, y'all saw I was very critical. Me and Chrissa went together last time. I was hurt. My man was sitting over there happy. And I was just like, nah, this shit is ass. But this one, we're here.
The goat. The fucking goat.
This shit is hard. Them suits, they didn't really matter, but they was drippy. I fucked with them. Drippy. This movie's basically, there's this evil religious zealot in this cult. His name is, hold on, I'll tell you his name. Give me a second. It's like Flex something.
A baller like Osmosis Jones.
Hey, the character designs for some of these characters, I was really fucking with it. We're gonna talk about that. But it's Fleck Turn. He's a religious zealot that's like preaching for pure humans only to survive because of the Quirk Singularity, which is, if you read My Hero, you know the Quirk Singularity, but if you're not, you just watch the movie. Quirk Singularity is basically these quirks are getting so much more and more advanced as people get older and people crossbreed. They're going to become so out of control. Like Todoroki's quirk is going to be like, instead of controlling fire ice, niggas just start combusting in the fire and ice. Like shit'll get out of control. Like some people might be telekinetic while regenerative and like being like nuclear bombs themselves. Like think about Shigaraki, but times 10. And Fleck Turn was like, no, we want to keep humanity alive and destroy all quirks and just keep humans. But it was weird because he also had quirk people in there. He was basically wanted him to control the normal humans and kill off the major heroes. That was his plan. He wanted some niggas with quirks and for him to be in control of it, but kill off the major heroes. He had some cool partners with it, but the guys are going on missions trying to figure out where the religious zealots are located because he sets off this quirk bomb that makes everybody's quirk go crazy and to the point till they die. And Deku and them are at this, I forget what the city's called, it's something with the O, and they're all looking for it. They don't find Fleck Turn, but then they're like, okay, let me stop this diamond heist because we're in the city and we're just doing things. And that's where we meet old Rhodey, I think his name is, or it's like Roddy or something like that. What's that name?
I think it's Rhodey.
Yeah, it's like Rhodey Soul. Yeah, and we meet that guy, and basically he was a diamond thief, and then him and Deku Deku's chasing after him, and then this guy that worked for Fleck Turn's Human Air is trying to escape and give messages to the heroes. Dude gets in a wreck. He has a briefcase. The briefcase Rhodey is carrying, they cross paths, and then basically Deku and Rhodey get the wrong briefcase. The cops and them are trying to kill him. The villains are trying to kill him, and then Deku goes on the run for them trying to figure out where Fleck Turn is. And that's pretty much the movie, them going on the run, figuring out where Fleck Turn is. They figure out where he is, and then they have the ultimate fight at the end where Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, and Rhodey defeat Fleck Turn and save the day. That's pretty much the movie as fast as I could say it. But it's really good, though. I will say that. I enjoyed this movie a lot.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the movie as well. It's definitely my favorite My Hero movie so far.
Yep, easy.
I'm gonna go back and rewatch the first two just to make sure. You feel me? But I'm not gonna lie, this one gave me a great feeling leaving the theater.
It's a solid superhero movie. Like the villain is legit. You understand what the villain's going after. There's a great plot behind it. And I'll say this: the side characters entertaining. Whereas in movie 2, I didn't like them little kids. I'm gonna be honest. I did not fuck with them little kids. In movie 1, Militia Shields is cool because her dad was All Might's partner. She creates the rap for Deku, but Rhodey's a lovable character, and I believe him and Deku really became friends. Whereas with Militia Shields and the other one, it felt kind of contrived just for the movie.
Yeah, just speaking on Rhodey real quick, I fuck with Rhodey super hard because he's a self-proclaimed delinquent. Like he said, he was a delinquent in the show. He's not your typical delinquent as far as when you look at him. He doesn't look like your typical anime delinquent character, but I love his personality, love his character. He kind of reminds me of Yu Yu Hakusho a lot as far as him being a delinquent, and not Yu Yu Hakusho, but Yusuke Urameshi, because he's a delinquent, and because he has that bird that has the power that shows his real emotions, because that's kind of like how Pooh was. It's kind of a reference to Pooh in a way.
I thought that was like Horikoshi being a nod at like Togashi, like, hey, this is my version of Pooh. Because that was basically,
it was super cute too.
That was just his quirk. It was just like, all this is this bird represents how he's feeling. And that, I'm so happy you said that because I didn't want to forget that. It definitely reminded me of Pooh and Yusuke.
And I really like the way they introduced it too, as far as the fact that you don't know he has a quirk the whole time. He's not using a quirk, so you're just thinking the whole movie is about a quirk, like quirkless individuals.
And like, so, what is his quirk? Is it going to be useful? But then when you find out it's Pino, it's like, oh.
And I wasn't even expecting that. Seeing Pino the whole movie, like you see Pino the whole movie, and you kind of get it that that's his pet, but you don't understand that that's his fucking quirk. You don't expect it to be his quirk, even when he says it. He's like, Deku's like, "What's your quirk?" And he's like, "You're not gonna laugh at my quirk," and they don't show it. I'm sitting there like, "What's his quirk gonna be? Well, how are they gonna make it useful?" And at a point, I was sitting there like, "It's not about to be the bird, right? It's something involving the bird, is it?" But I wasn't 100% sold because like I thought he was gonna have a whole nother quirk, like an actual. I'm not saying that's not an actual quirk, but I thought he was
gonna have something to counter. Yeah, I thought his quirk was gonna be something made to like counter Fleck Turn's quirk. But Fleck Turn's quirk makes a lot of sense, and we'll get into that final fight. But before we get into that, just on the way, I liked the side fights, like Barrows and Sidero. Barrows, the arrow girl, Sidero's the dude with like the horns who made the big giant ball, and then they had Ragone, who was like the only guy with a Kaido Kanabo club. Like seeing all those side villains, I thought that was better than the other movie's side villains. Like these felt compelling. And I gotta say this, for those caught up with the manga, Barrows was 100% Lady Najin inspired, Lady Nagan inspired. I just felt that the whole time, but she was badass with her longbow quirk, just picking them off. And seeing Deku use Black Whip in this movie was pretty badass.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Seeing Deku Spider-Man his way around the city was hard. Seeing Deku low-key show his ass and be like a goated hero was hard. He really did a lot of good shit. I do have some complaints because he was getting his fucking shit rocked at the end. He kept just running into an ass whooping. But I ain't gonna lie, it's plot convenience because not plot convenience, but it was convenient for the plot that he, you know what I'm saying?
Plus Ultra.
He needed to keep doing that to learn the dude had a limit. You feel me? So it's like he wasn't doing it for nothing. But I was like, bro, you keep getting your ass whooped. He deflects you. Stop trying to attack the nigga. He's just gonna knock you away. Like think of a smarter way to attack him.
It makes sense how they explain he beats him when you find out the other quirks of the 6 quirks that he has besides Black Whip. Like right now, you just think he kept going in at him, and I'm glad they did it that way. But it makes sense when like you see like him tapping into his all for one, why he was able to break his limit when you find out what the other quirks are. That's all I'm gonna say. It makes sense.
Yeah, because I haven't seen him like break his little limit like that in a while. Like do that little, you know what I'm saying? You see the little red fucking shit come out of his face, and he was really booting up. I like seeing that, but
for
I
manga
like
fans,
seeing him get his fucking ass whooped.
Oh no, he got his ass beat. For manga fans, I'm gonna say one word: Fajin. Y'all know what that means, and that's what I believe. That's what Deku was doing.
And they definitely kept Deku's image up of just being, I don't want to say a cornball, I don't want to say corny, but just like your typical hero, like ain't nothing. I'm in the fucking vein of All Might. I'm best hero, fucking innocent, not doing nothing bad.
Can I be honest?
I'm gonna throw some quarters in this motherfucking shit.
I was never scared for Deku losing in any fight in this. But boy, was I scared for Bakugo in that last fight. I was not scared for Todoroki, but Bakugo was getting his ass beat, bro.
I was more scared for Todoroki than Bakugo because I knew Bakugo was gonna whoop that boy ass.
Bro, Bakugo
Todoroki
had that red eye.
Unconscious underwater. Like
I don't know, Chris. I thought Bakugo was getting his ass whooped with that red eye. I was like, I ain't never seen Bakugo get his ass beat this bad before.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, they was working the fuck out of Bakugo, but Bakugo was gonna come out the end. He's not about to let Deku, like that would have been a horrible ending if Bakugo had to get saved or Todoroki had to get saved.
See, but Todoroki, I was never worried about because I was like, he's underwater, just flash freeze all this shit, nigga. Just flash freeze this Bane ass nigga. Because that nigga was Bane. Like they said he was on the drug Trigger, which is from My Villain Academia, which is just a drug that not My Villain Academia, My Hero Vigilantes. Yeah, which is just a drug that's basically, you know how Bane takes venom and it like boosts him up. Trigger just boosts your quirk, and that nigga was literally Bane that Todoroki was fighting.
And that's a hard ass villain. I fuck with him too. I fuck with the villain that Todoroki was fighting more than I fuck with the little twin villain that Bakugo was fighting. But I do fuck with both of them. They were both cold.
Yep, I agree with that. And then it was just great ending fights. I was excited that we didn't have to deal with Kirishima, Froppy, Yaomomo, Achako, Ida. No, we was with the 3 main guys.
Everybody get some shine, but you don't need all that for the movie.
Didn't need none of that. Didn't need none of that. That shit was badass when Deku was like, no, we're the only 3 that can go save this. I was like, fuck yeah. Ender was not coming to save the day. I'm with this.
And then I like the fact that, you know, Bakugo was calling Todoroki, because it would not have made sense for him to call Bakugo. Just him being that cool with Todoroki, and Todoroki knowing like the whole time the shit came up on the fucking screen was like Deku's wanted for murder, and Todoroki sitting there like, I'm on the phone with this nigga. I know he was like shocked, but he was like, I know this nigga didn't do this shit. But everybody else was like,
what?
Deku?
Yeah.
What does this mean? It's like,
I don't believe
Deku
it.
didn't kill nobody, y'all fucking clowns. There's somebody setting him up. Like Todoroki was on the phone with him, like, we gonna get to the bottom of this shit, dog. Don't worry, we on it. You feel me? And then they kind of was absent for a little while.
It makes sense that they put this movie right after the season because of the end of her arc and everything of where Deku was. It falls in a good, I'm gonna say this, it falls in a better spot than the last movie does.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. The last movie was spoiling shit. This shit, I don't really think I've seen too many spoilers. I didn't make it obvious if they did.
Nope, none. I can't tell you nothing was spoiled. It's like headcanon theory shit of how I think what I think they were doing. But other than that, I thought it was a solid movie. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, we wanted to talk about. But I will say, as great as the movie was, you can tell where Bones spent the money instead of season 5.
Yeah, they bullshitted their way through season 5 just so he could have a season out. But
they had Deku running on a train looking like some of the best shit I ever saw.
That shit was so funny.
When was shooting the arrows through the train and this nigga was Spider-Man, and I was like, this is where the budget went.
There was a lot of moments where I was like, they throwing budget at this shit. But like, I like the comedy part of it. Whenever Rhodey was in the back of the train, they was getting away. They was like, yeah, we good now, yada yada. And then you just see Deku like slowly coming to the screen. Yeah. Like, bro, that shit's so funny, son. That's like some American humor.
I felt like that was Demon Slayer comedy. I felt like they kind of took it with the eyes when he jumped on. I'm just, it felt a little Demon Slayer inspired. I can't. They might
have got the, you know what I'm saying? They might have just felt that, because Horikoshi definitely has his own way of doing comedy, but you could tell this was like the movie comedy.
Yeah, but 100%.
I liked it a lot. But you know what? A side note, just random shit from the movie that I really enjoyed: the police, bro. No cap. That was some Grand Theft Auto ass police, dog. I ain't gonna lie, son. As soon as he like pulled the gun out, like he drew down on him, he was like, "Hey, I literally got to go to shoot y'all niggas. I just want to let y'all know that before I start shooting on y'all niggas, so y'all can know what time it is." And Deku's like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, what? That's all you?" Like, start shooting it. Deku's dipped with Rhodey. He's like, "Bro, he really started shooting at us. Like, I'm a hero."
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even convicted of anything yet. I'm just a suspect. Like, I'm not guilty of anything.
But the funny thing is, Deku wasn't even a suspect. He was solving a crime.
Literally. The other nigga was the suspect. Deku just there. So they're like, top. And the killer part to me is, this is how I knew they were Grand Theft Auto cops. So after this, I was like crying, laughing. I'm like, I can't wait to see the cops for the rest of the movie. But they dip, and then they go into that thing where, you know, because they dip and go to that little island shit by the water. And then what's her face starts shooting at him. I forget her name.
Saros. I think that's her name in the book. Yeah, Barrows.
She starts shooting at him, but they on their way to go to that little island where they're ducking off and they thought they were safe before she started shooting at them. The cops chased them to the point where they jump off the bridge and go by the water, and the cops run into the bridge, and it's a pileup of cars.
I love that moment. That was hilarious.
Then they got the car and start shooting and shit. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? So this is some Grand Theft Auto 5-star shit. I like, they got 6 stars on this nigga Deku, son. They get him out of here.
Deku had 12 bodies, bro. Of course they had 6 stars on that nigga.
They're like, we gotta get him out of here, bro. This nigga killed 6 niggas. But no, so the Grand Theft Auto, you gotta blow up a tank. You gotta fucking blow up a bunch of cars and shit. This nigga Deku, they just like, hey, we heard you kill some niggas, so
12 bodies.
Not really gonna arrest you. We just gonna lay you out right here, like
we got license
American
to
police
kill.
style.
Bow, get you up out of here. I'm giving the movie on movie standards. What would we give Demon Slayer? 9 out of 10?
I don't even remember. I'll probably give that bitch a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I don't know.
I'm gonna give this movie. I think I gave Demon Slayer like 9.5, and this is on the anime movie scale. I'm giving this a solid 8.99. I think it's the best My Hero movie. That's what I'm standing.
This is a solid 9 for me. This is like 9. I wouldn't say 9.5, but it's up there.
But it's good. It's very good. I agree.
Well, there's very little that I disliked about it. I'll say that. Like, I didn't.
And I agree with that.
Negative.
I couldn't say anything that I was trying to look for the whole time watching, because I didn't like the second movie. And this whole time I'm like, when you said I think you're gonna like it, I'm watching. I'm like, and some of the Discord was like, I don't know. Pete was like mid, and I was like, I don't know if I'm listening to Pete. Pete like the first one because of Militia Shields, and then I was like,
I like the first one too. The first one was really good. I like the first one better than the second one.
I'm gonna see what Chris are talking about. And then when I got into it, and you said this was my speed, I was like, oh, this is just a good superhero movie. It was solid.
That's the thing. It's
no
just
complaints.
a good movie.
Yep, villain is good, side character is good. I'm in it. I like this movie, but
the dub was hard, bro. You know,
you want to see the
dubs? I had to go see the dubs. I had to go see.
I want to see the sub. Nigga. You was clown.
My boy Zeno Robinson was in there. I had to see how I know Hawks was in that bitch. He didn't have a lot of lines, but you feel me? I like to support because like I like the dub. And to be honest with you, Deku is the weakest point of my hero. Usually when we talk about my hero, he did a good job in the dub. I did like the Deku. Like when shit got intense, there's certain things that you're never gonna, 100% like about Deku. That the fact that he kind of sounds whiny when he says some things, sounds like he's like on the verge of crying a lot of the times. But whenever it was time to be badass, there was a couple of times where I was like wasn't sold on it. But for the majority of the time, I was like, okay, he's leveling up as a voice actor. I don't know if he's an OG voice actor, but he shout
out to the sub niggas in there with me. That was hard. Everybody was
bro. What you went to the 14 or the 16?
16.
Bro, I went to the 14, bro. I had the recline seats. I was in that bitch.
The 14 is great. The 14 is the best.
Bro, I never had because every anime movie I ever went to see, from Demon Slayer to Dragon Ball, I went in the 16.
Booty
it was
seats.
Like regular ass fucking theater. I don't want to say like I'm saying some ratchet shit. You feel me? Some ratchet shit. But then I went over there and it looked like it was way more ratchet than. Like I was going to the other one just thinking that's all movie theaters, but now
they redid it in the inside. They
had this little button. The funny thing about it is, bro, before we started the movie, I had posted on Twitter, but it's like the screen went.
I saw that. Yeah, so you went viral like,
bro,
for that.
Bro, the thing had like kind of like they played the little, the movie trailers. They're like, oh, get some popcorn, and then they played the shit that was like, all right, turn your cell phone off here. You're gonna be an asshole. Don't record shit in here, yada yada. And the lights dimmed a little bit, and it was like, boom. It just popped up. It was like white screen. You want to refresh your computer? And everybody's like sitting in there. And after like a couple seconds, everybody started looking at each other. And then, bro, somebody trying to. I guess there was a person because a person walked out to go get somebody who worked there, and the seats to recline them. It makes like a little noise if you're like at the corner, and it sounds like some farting. So it was like complete silence. All of a sudden you hear. And somebody walked outside, bro. We was rolling in there. It was just a good experience to be around a bunch of My Hero fans. It was Halloween. I'm surprised I didn't see nobody in cosplay or anything because fucking the other movies, it wasn't Halloween. And I remember when we went to the Grand. People 16, bro. Nigga, they had a lot of Todorokis in the crowd, a lot of fucking Dekus in the crowd.
But see, I don't think we were there opening night. When did you went sad? I don't think that was the first night.
Yeah, we went the second and third nights.
Yeah, and see, I went Monday. I went like,
but it's Halloween. Like, Friday wasn't Halloween, bro. Like,
that's true.
I guess Sunday they probably went in the get ups. I guess before trick or treating if they went early, the kids.
Yeah,
but it was fun. I love the movie experience of the theater and watching, anime
movies, with the fans.
It gives you a good feel, bro. It's like different than watching it to the crib,
No, that's a fact. But that's pretty much all we got this week, Chris. Tell the people where they can follow you on social media.
Follow your boy at Twitter. Follow your boy on Twitter at Chrissa SJE, at Chrissa SJE on Instagram. Follow your boy Straight Jacket Elite. Is where you can find all my music videos, and then SJE Connect, and that's the YouTube channel where you can find all the AMVs and all that shit. But I start dropping a lot of content. Like I got November, every Friday I'm dropping a new song. So be prepared for that. I'm dropping the first one is next week, Slam Dunk. Okay. Then we're getting into some iShield 21 shit. So it's sports Vimba for me right now. You know what I'm saying? But sports anime.
Sports Vimba, I'm with it. I'm rocking with it. I'm hyped.
I got more surprises on the way. So y'all follow me on social media and add me on my anime list. I think it's just Chrissa SGE because that's where you can find all the new shit that I'm reading. I kind of been on a break from reading a lot of shit with all the heat we getting, anime wise. There's a few new things that I'm reading. I be trying to put people on. If y'all look through my watching or like watch it, y'all go find some gems.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow Chris and support the music. Check out everything he's been doing. Got some good shit on the way. You can follow me at LynBWT. Follow Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. Be sure to check out all the stuff on the network. The latest Bros Who Binge. We reviewed the new Edgar Wright movie last night in Soho. The next one, we're going to be talking about Eternals, the new Marvel movie. So be on the lookout for that. The new Bros Who Think podcast will be out on Thursday. So check that out and subscribe to the YouTube for all the great anime content, whether that's anime talk, the anime conversations, or the One Piece manga reviews, which is heating up. Speaking of, right after I hang up this thing, I'm going on Twitter looking for them One Piece spoilers. Because are they out? It's like crack.
It's too early in the week, man. I can't believe y'all be looking for it this early in the week, bro. It's not out yet. That shit don't drop till Friday.
No,
Sunday,
nigga, you tripping, nigga. The spoilers be out Tuesday,
officials, bro.
Tuesday, Wednesday night. Let me see.
Man, I'm sick right now, bro, because it's Monday, and every Monday, son, every week, I look forward to the new Dandadan chapter, bro. This man, Yukinobu Tatsu, did not drop a new Dandadan chapter. He dropped a random one shot. Niggas didn't even hype this one shot up. Niggas didn't even be like, hey, Dandadan's not coming out this week because we about to get a one shot. And nobody translated the one shot. It's not even on the Shonen Jump app. That shit made me so mad, son. I'm sitting there like, bro, I fuck with Yukinobu Tatsu, bro. But why would you cut off my Dandadan supply for a week? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what that does to a man. Like, imagine if you get One Piece taken away from you and they don't do the usual, Oda's going on break next week.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be hurt.
Tomorrow, you're expecting, like, if you're looking at the leaks right now, imagine you don't get the leaks, and then it's like 2 days past, you're supposed to get the leaks, and you're like,
I think the leaks are out. I think they're out, boys.
Oh my God. This man wilding about some One Piece. I'm catching up, bro. You gotta go watch Komike Communicate. You watch.
Oh no, I'm watching that today. I'm gonna live stream it when I get off of work. I'm gonna live tweet it. I'm gonna be like, this is what Chris.
So the animation's so cold too, bro.
We gonna see.
It's beautiful for slice of life shit. The reason why slice of life is so bad because it's boring. This shit is far from boring. This shit, they threw budget at it. Great story, compelling characters. If it's not your bag, I understand that it's not your bag. But you gotta give it props.
I'm gonna give it a chance.
It's up there with Blue Period for me. It's different. I don't want you to think it's like that deep as far as like Blue Period.
How good Blue Period
and shit. Yeah. But it's that deep, just in a different way. It's like more of a comedy.
All right. Well, we're gonna peep game. And but that's pretty much all we got for this week. Thank you again to Spicy Lady ENT for coming on the show. Y'all make sure y'all go follow her on social media. But for Chrissa, my name is Lynden Burton. You guys have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. Until then, peace.